Number one, this is definitely not the easiest option. But individuals don't need the easy option because they lack the self-discipline and the character to embrace and run with an easier option or a path of lesser resistance. They actually need the limited structure that we put on them that is at Absolute Ministries. For Absolute to offer all the things that they do, it's all the things that are needed and none of what isn't. It obviously, as a full-time staff member yourself, it's a ton of work, and nobody wants more work, right? And so we do what's necessary on a case-by-case basis to help these individuals, and they are being set up to actually live and thrive on the other side of this season of their life. The goal is not making money, right? That's what I would say. The goal is not making money. The goal is being sustainable and learning to govern yourself in a way that sets you up for lasting success. And so individuals oftentimes focus on, how do I earn the most in a paycheck? If money made these individuals successful, like, the government could solve the problem, right? Or we could just do fundraisers nonstop and just cut checks directly to all the addicts and solve all their problems. But their problems are not outside of them in a place of employment. Their problems are on the inside of them. And so when we're talking about setting somebody up for success, their employment is critical, where they spend 8 to 10 hours a day. So if you've been an alcoholic and been a plumber or an electrician and a functioning alcoholic in that environment, it's terrible advice, right? Even though it's easy, the space, the work, it's comfortable. You don't have to break into new people's spheres. And frankly, you have to do a lot of things new that are uncomfortable and different, not just vocational employment, but a whole host of areas. So don't shy away from what's hard. Any environment where you've got recovery going on and you have unrestricted opportunity for isolation is a bad thing, right? And so early on, we did do that, and it was just all bad, like clockwork, over and over. And so we see a opportunity for individuals to have a roommate. Nothing that brings out your faults and things you need to work on more than being in close proximity to another human, right? And so having a roommate allows accountability. It creates a social environment where you have to interact with somebody you may or may not like. And at Absolute, we try and be intentional. Yeah, it's a good thing. And again, maybe uncomfortable, but let's look at your life. You need to change some things and maybe press into the uncomfortable a little bit. Well, when we started Absolute, tuition was $500 a month, and that was in 2009, and that was a lot then, and we got pushed back then, right? Then it went to $750, and we got pushed back then. Then it went to $950, and we got pushed back then. Then it went to $12. It is, again, not the easiest path. We offer a plethora of services for individuals that are genuinely interested in learning how to live in a new way, literally surrounded by a team of people whose sole job is to make you successful in your life. And that's what you're paying for. This is not the easiest path. If you want the easiest path, do what your feelings tell you to do and see how that goes, right? And I say that tongue-in-cheek a little bit, but this people group, of which I am one, right? I'm 20 years on the other side of it, and it is necessary to do what's hard so that you can live in a new